Hello, I'm Frank Hartman with the Hartman Law Firm, and I'm a practicing attorney in Charleston, South Carolina, specializing in auto accidents and personal injury. And today we're answering the question, how do you get out of a ticket that you've received for being marked at fault in an automobile collision? Now, what's interesting about this is usually I'm on the other side of the bar from that, in that I typically represent the people who have been hit by other people who are driving negligently, have caused the collision, injuries, medical bills, and the like. But this particular video is actually geared towards the folks who have caused the actual collision and are marked at fault on the FR10 by the police officer. Typically what you're going to find is these folks are given a ticket for following too closely, or driving too fast for conditions, or potentially speeding. The sorts of things that you can potentially be ticketed for run the gamut, and if you're in one of these scenarios, then obviously you're looking for a way to potentially avoid the ticket, potentially pay less as far as the fine is concerned. What a lot of people don't realize is this. In order for that ticket to actually be held against you, not only does the prosecuting officer have to be present in the court, typically in a magistrate's court, the actual victim of the ticket, i.e. the person that you struck, that person has to show up as well. And that person has to stand up, and they have to wait in court, wait in line, which can be anywhere between an hour to 2 hours, depending on the docket. They have to wait for that particular ticket to come up, and then they have to stand up and say that they're there, and more importantly, that they want to see the case move forward, and they want the prosecuting officer to make sure that the ticket actually sticks. If the person that you struck does not show up in court, there is a very, very strong possibility that your ticket is going to be dismissed by the judge for failure to be able to, to prove the case, because you need evidence, and the officer needs that corroborating evidence from the other driver in order to be able to make the ticket stick. While you don't really have a whole lot of control over it, essentially what you need to do is hope and pray that the other driver doesn't know about it, doesn't know the date, and doesn't show up at court. But one thing that you do need to do is, if you're the person who has been marked at fault and you have in fact received a ticket from the officer, you definitely need to be there, because if you're not, you can be found in contempt of court by the judge, and certainly the ticket will stick. If you're watching this video, I would strongly encourage you to pick up the telephone and call me, Frank Hartman, at 843-300-7600, or feel free to look me up at thehartmanlawfirm.com.